So welcome to part 6, how parents lose or build trust with teens under fire pressure. So before we continue, just a reminder once again, this video is for parenting awareness and communication education only. It's not medical, psychological or clinical advice. All we are doing here is to discuss communication patterns under pressure, not predicting outcomes. You see, Fire Horse 2026 increases emotional intensity for the teenagers. So how you lead as a parent determines whether pressure becomes growth or rupture. So once again, this is part 6, which will cover the horse to the pig. And together with the part 5, which you can see on my channel, this completes the full framework for parenting parenting awareness. All right, so now let's start with the horse. The horse child, we call them the overstimulated teen. So horse child moves fast. They jump between interests. They crave stimulation and they get bored easily. And parents often interpret this as laziness or lack of focus. It's usually nervous energy. So what are the communication risks? Well, adding pressure instead of structure. Pushing harder increases restlessness instead of focus. The child becomes more scattered, not more disciplined. Number 2, lecturing instead of regulating pace. Long talks overwhelm an already stimulated pattern or overstimulated pattern. And they tune out emotionally while appearing present. Number 3, mistake easiness for progress. Activity is praised without direction, and the child learns motion without mastery. So what are the actionable steps for parents here? Number 1, slow the environment, not the child. Fire needs rhythm, not force. Number 2, set short, clear expectations. Brevity improves follow-through. Number 3, reduce digital stimulation intentionally. Attention needs protection in fire years. Number 4, create routines with flexibility. Structure without rigidity stabilizes them. And number 5, reward completion, not enthusiasm, as fire values execution. Okay, so that's for the horse. Let's move on to the goat child. We call them the oversensitive teen. What's the pattern? Well, the goat child feels deeply. They have soft tone, they notice emotional shifts, they personalize criticism. And parents often think that they are too soft. What are the communication risks here? Well, number 1, using blunt honesty without emotional framing. You see, directness lands as rejection, and the child withdraws emotionally. Number 2, minimizing feelings to toughen them up. Validation increases sensitivity, not resilience, and trust erodes quietly. Number 3, expanding emotional self-regulation too early, and they feel unsupported when overwhelmed. Fire amplifies emotional overwhelm. So what are the actionable steps for parents when you have a goat child? Number 1, lead with empathy before instruction, as fire requires emotional safety first. Number 2, name the emotions calmly. Labeling feelings reduces intensity. Number 3, separate behavior correction from identity, as fire magnifies shame sensitivity. Number 4, maintain consistent tone, as emotional volatility destabilizes them. And finally, teach boundaries gently. So you see, soft doesn't mean permissive. Alright, so let's move on to the monkey child. We call them the avoidant teen. So monkey child dodge discomfort. They joke, they distract, and they escape into screens. They avoid serious conversations. And parents often think they are not taking things seriously. So what are the communication risks here? Well, 1, letting humor deflect responsibility. As you see, avoidance is mistaken for coping, and issues remain unresolved. Number 2, chasing them with lectures. Pressure triggers more avoidance, and communications turn into a game of evasion. Number 3, ignoring underlying anxiety, as distraction masks stress, and fire exposes it later. So what are the actionable steps for parents when they have a monkey child? Well, number one, keep conversations short and focused. Fire punishes long confrontations. Number two, address issues calmly and directly, as clarity reduces avoidance. Number three, limit digital escape routes. Presence matters more in fire years. Number four, praise accountability, not charm. Executions actually beats cleverness. And finally, build follow-through rituals. Consistency creates trust. All right, let's move on to the rooster child. We call them the critical teen. So rooster child notices flaws. They critique systems, they question authority, they hold strong opinions. And parents often feel challenged or disrespected. So what are the communication risks? Number one, taking criticism personally. You see, defensiveness escalates conflict, and dialogue turns into argument. Number two, shutting them down with authority, while silencing breeds resentment, so respect reroles accordingly. Number three, engaging in constant debates. As communication becomes competitive, connection disappears. Okay, so actionable steps for parents when you have a rooster child. Number one, separate legal from guidance. You see, fire tests emotional maturity. Number two, acknowledge valid points calmly. Respect builds cooperation. Number three, set clear boundaries on tone, as honesty doesn't excuse disrespect. Number four, teach discernment, not dominance. Leadership is learned, not imposed. And finally, model calm disagreement. Fire mirrors behavior. All right, so let's move on to the dog. The dog child, we call them the over-responsible teen. So the dog child carries responsibility early. They worry about the family, they step into adult roles, they suppress personal needs. And parents often rely on them unconsciously. What are the communication risks here? Well, one, treating them like emotional partners. They absorb adult stress prematurely. Burnt out develops quietly. Number two, praising sacrifice excessively. Self-neglect is rewarded, and identity becomes tied to duty. Number three, ignoring signs of fatigue. As strength masks exhaustion. Fire actually exposes collapse. So actionable steps for dog child. One, remove adult burdens intentionally, as they need permission to be young. Number two, encourage play and rest. Fire actually drains caretakers very fast. Number three, praise the boundaries, not sacrifice. Self-worth must be protected. Number four, ask what they need regularly, as they won't volunteer easily. Number five, model self-care visibly, as children learn by watching. All right, so lastly, let's move on to the pig child. We call them the overindulged teen. So you see, pig child enjoys comfort. They avoid discomfort. In other words, they delay responsibility and they seek ease. Parents often compensate with indulgence. So what are the communication risks here? Well, number one, avoiding discipline to keep peace. Short-term harmony creates long-term instability, and fire exposes entitlement very quickly. Number two, rescuing them from consequences. Growth is delayed, and responsibility never ever develops. Number three, confusing love with leniency. As boundaries disappear, respect also erodes. So what are the actionable steps for parents when they have a pig child? One, introduce clear, consistent boundary, as fire demands structure. Number two, allow natural consequences. Learning requires friction. Number three, reduce over-accommodation. Comfort weakens resilience. Number four, reward effort, not avoidance, as fire values contribution. And finally, lead with calm firmness, as authority stabilizes them. Alright, so these are all the 6 animal signs for part 6. But before we end, let's step back and ask this question: how parents should approach Firehorse 2026? Now you see, Firehorse 2026 doesn't require stricter parents, but it requires one thing called steadier parents. So let me share with you 5 key parenting themes for this cycle, shall I? And this is purely from my personal opinion, okay? Don't treat it as gospel truth or it's absolute correct statements. Okay, so number 1, regulation beats control. Fire amplifies emotion. Your calm presence matters more than rules or lectures. And children stabilize when parents regulate themselves first. Make sense? Number 2, structure without force. Fire actually rewards rhythm, not rigidity. So clear expectations plus emotional safety outperform pressure. Number 3, boundaries are love. Avoiding conflict weakens trust. And clear, consistent boundaries create safety in fire years. Number 4, presence over performance. And teenagers don't need perfect parents. They need one thing called available, attentive parents. And 5, model the behavior you want. Fire mirrors leadership. So how you speak, how you make decisions, how you regulate yourself becomes the template. So I hope that whatever you find I've said here is sensible, useful to you. And once again, this content is for education and awareness only. And final reminder, every child is unique. So use discernment, not fear. Firehorse 2026 doesn't break the families. But one thing I'm sure it does: poor communication. So if you want to parent with clarity instead of anxiety, come join my Destiny Architect Telegram chat. This is where we stop reacting but start leading our families through high pressure cycles with calm, structure, and intention. And fire's already here. How you lead decides what holds. Before I end, remember this: if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you know when I'm uploading the next video on my channel. And finally, if you have parents, you have friends who are parents, share this video part 5 and 6 with them so that they become better and more effective parents in the Firehorse 2026. Alright, so thanks for watching part 5 and part 6. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.